And once again, welcome to another episode of Roar Time. I'm your host, Richard Holdridge, your game day commentary analyst. And on the show today, head coach of the Columbus Lions, head coach Jason Gibson.
I'm always on the show.
I know, Coach. The thing is, I'm so used to doing my podcast where I'm just like
introducing the guest.
Introducing the guest,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, I'm the guest today. This is my first episode.
So you're always going to be the guest, Coach. So we are going to recap the game against Jacksonville. It's not the result you wanted, but there were some positive takes in that game. Defeated by the Jacksonville Sharks, first loss of the season, of 49-20. Here's an outlook of what's going on in the National Arena League. Carolina is now 4-0. Albany had the bye. They're 2-1. They're actually taking on Jacksonville this week. And Jacksonville gets their first victory of the season. They started 0-3 for the first time in their franchise history. They were a very desperate team. But there's some positive looks in that first half. You stopped them on that fourth down. You held them to a field goal. It was a very low-scoring first half. It was 17-7. And I thought Danny Southwick came out and threw the ball very good, especially on that opening drive. You scored on your first opening drive. Jacksonville did get the ball first to start the first half and went up 7-0. But you were down and tied at 7-7. There's a lot of good, positive outtakes in that game. I actually think that what flipped the momentum for Jacksonville was getting that goal line stop when they were up 10-7, and Danny Southwick with the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, that was a big play. I mean, the one positive is I'm not 1-3, I'm 2-1. So that's the way I looked at it after the dust settled and I was all mad and screaming and hollering. But still, I'd still rather be 2-1 than 1-3 because the problems I have I can fix. As bad as we played offensively, again, like you said, to be stopped, that fourth down play twice. Yeah, that fourth down play was big, not getting in. But I think there was a point in the fourth quarter we were down by 10 points, and we played horrific. I mean, horrific. And that's the positive to it. They didn't score any more points than they scored the last time we played them. We just didn't score as much as what I'm saying. We held it to the same amount of points. But first half, it was good. Danny threw some good passes, some calls here or there. That's just part of football. And but the offensive production, I don't care who you play. You score 20 points, you're gonna lose. You score 49 points, you should lose. You score 49 points, you should lose. 50 is the standard, and we didn't even get to the 30 burger. So.
But you did win the toss. You deferred. Jacksonville did get the ball to start the first half, and let's be honest, Malik Willis, he's just been playing lights out for Jacksonville. I think that if he continues playing and if Jacksonville starts winning these games, because they played Albany close, they play them up in Albany, that could go either way. Jacksonville's a very strong 1-3 team, and Malik Willis is Malik Henry, not the quarterback from Liberty that plays for the Titans, but Malik Henry is a very good quarterback, and I think that he had some throws, those throws in the back of the end zone, that it was just on a dime, and they could have gone either way. You had them in situations where they were third and long. But if you go to the second half, you got the ball to start the second half. Danny Southwick does get that touchdown to cut the lead to 17-14. Jacksonville scores that touchdown to make it 24-14. But I think another event that happened that flipped momentum in that game was the strip sack in the end zone.
Yeah, we challenged it. It was a questionable as far as legal defense, but bottom line was, that flipped the game for them without a doubt. And, I mean, we had the ball 12 times. We scored on 3 possessions. You can't do that. You can't do that in JV football in high school. You're going to lose. And the good thing is all of it's correctable. I think they had 8 sacks, 14 pressures. We had multiple false starts. I mean, just the total collapse of an offense. It wasn't just, okay, this one guy didn't block or this guy didn't catch. It was penalties coupled with third and fourth and longs, coupled with turnovers, coupled with offsides, coupled with sacks. You add all of that up, of all the things. I tell you right now, if my defense had gotten all that, they wouldn't have 20 points. If I had gotten that many things go against Jacksonville, they wouldn't have scored 20. There's no way. That's a lot for. I think I looked at the film on third and fourth down and longs. We had 16 plays of third or fourth and long. Can't win like that, man. You cannot win when you're playing behind the sticks all the time. And so it's all fixable, personnel-wise, scheme-wise, things like that. But it's better that it happened now than you keep winning games maybe you shouldn't have won, and then you don't fix it. And all of a sudden you get your butt kicked like we did late in the year, and you're scratching your head going, what happened?
How impressed are you with the defense and their performance in that first half? Holding them to a field goal, getting them on the fourth down. It was 10-7, and then Jacksonville did score that touchdown. I mean, you held them to 17 points in that first half.
Defense has been playing well all year. Defense is playing well enough for us to be 3-0. You're talking about, I think San Antonio was in the 40s, Jacksonville, both games. We're holding teams in the 40s. You've got to win those games, man. That's arena football.
Absolutely.
And if we continue to hold teams in the 40s, if that's the mark, we're going to be pretty darn good. Because I can fix the point. To me, it's better to have a defense that can stop somebody, because sometimes the offense isn't going to click, than to have an offense that's just, lights out, because that's just my opinion.
All right. We'll be back with a quick commercial break. You are watching an episode of Roar Time.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
Oh, perfect timing. Come on in. It's just not cool in my house. It normally makes a noise. I don't know why it's not.
Have to fix it?
I can't believe it. You fixed it.
Let's be honest, climate control's not that easy. We love what we do, and there's nothing better than a job well done. To be there when you need it most.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
The Outskirts Sports Bar and Grill. Nobody does food like The Outskirts. Amazing wings, appetizers, baskets, and burgers. And Mr. Henry's Lunch Buffet is the best in town. All you can eat Southern cooking for only $10. Follow The Outskirts on Facebook for the latest on nightly entertainment, sports, music, and the best food in town. The Outskirts Sports Bar and Grill, corner of Veterans Parkway and Whitesville Road in Columbus.
Welcome back to Roar Time. We are being brought to you by Baseline Coatings and Vector Ply. Coach Gibson, we talked about the game against Jacksonville. It was a desperate time for Jacksonville. They had to pick up their first victory. They do not want to start 0-4, and they're getting ready to take on the Albany Empire, who's 2-1. Right now, Carolina is 4-0, and you guys have Albany in 2 weeks. Get another bye, which is odd. You had already a bye, and then you played Jacksonville. But that game, Memorial Day weekend, May the 28th, and of course it's a childhood cancer awareness night. It's a good cause that, hopefully we'll have a lot of fans out there. It's just a great time to just watch some football when a lot of families are just around, for the Memorial Day weekend. And just like the opener, we had a lot of fans at the Columbus Civic Center and taking on the defending champs. I mean, Albany, I know they lost a lot of players on that team that won the championship last year, but they have just the ultimate Iron Man, like the Iron Man that we have with Jarman Fortson. But Darius Prince.
Yeah, he's a player.
Yeah, he's been great.
He is a player. He has played his butt off. I'm so happy for him. He's a really good player, but, they don't have Tommy Grady.
They don't. Is Warren Smith, is he their starting quarterback?
Well, it could be Casanova or it could be Warren Smith. Who knows? Either one. We'll find out. The thing that stands out to me the most with Albany is I'm pretty sure they've given up more points than anybody in the league. Defensively, they're dead last. in the bottom of the barrel. So that's good news for us because right now we're struggling on offense. I don't want to play the number one defense in the league. Maybe this is post material, maybe it's not. You know, if it is post material, that means you can't get motivated anyway. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game. I don't really know who I want to win. I don't know if I really care. But you know, the game's at Albany, right?
Yes, Jacksonville is playing
I think
at
Jacksonville.
Albany.
Who knows? Who knows, man? I mean, it could be a toss-up. That's what's good about the league this year. I mean, Carolina almost lost to Orlando at Orlando, but I think it'll be tough playing at Albany. I think it's going to be a little hard for Jacksonville. But, you know, after the game they just played, of course they beat us, so they're feeling good about themselves. And I think maybe they go up there and have a little extra vote of confidence. Jacksonville will play better defense than Albany, and that could be the difference in the game.
Absolutely, Coach. Jacksonville did have a great game plan coming into that game against Columbus. As you guys are focused on Albany, and your quarterback Danny Southwick played very good. I mean, he had some really good throws. Just sometimes the breaks just didn't go the way, and I know that you guys are going to regroup. And I really want to talk about your defense because I thought like Rodney Hall had a good interception. Mm-hmm. You had some good plays. Kerry Starks, he had not only on the offense, he had some great catches on the side of the wall, but he's also played very good defensively. And of course, Ramon Deloach, he's had some good pressures on the quarterback. And you just have got a good team that's ready, that's going to bounce back, and we should have a good matchup against Albany.
Yeah, I hope so. We got to clean up some penalty stuff. We got to clean up some penalty stuff. We got to clean up some mentality stuff. All these guys are pros. All the guys on our team are really good athletes. All the guys on Jacksonville's team are really good athletes. All the guys on Albany's are really good athletes. They're all pros. But just because you're big and athletic and can play football doesn't mean you're a good football player. You still got to have the mental aspect of it too. You still got to be mentally strong up top, not just physically. And we got to make sure that we have that mentality. I thought we lost it a little bit, and now I already told the players, I'm looking to upgrade. I'll bring players in, and if somebody's better than you are, then we'll make a change. It's just a part of the business.
Well, that's what the positive thing is about Ironman football is it's a different mindset, a different game. I mean, you could play football all your life, but you might have only played one side of the ball. And so you specifically bringing in players that play Ironman football. Of course, you've had experience playing Ironman football. And that's what's really key is to play Ironman football with the new rules this season. And players are going to do whatever it takes to go out there and just make sure that they're able to play and meet your standards when it comes to Ironman football.
Yeah, it's tough. I think that's what you're seeing across the league. Also we're looking for the parity. I mean, there's no one dominant team. I don't care what you call the records are. Jacksonville's not really a 1-3 team. Carolina 4-0. This team 2-3, 3-2. Doesn't matter. I don't think there's a game on the schedule that anybody can go into. Oh yeah, we're going to win this game. It's going to be easy, and that's good for the league. It's a good thing. So. But the parity of the league is kind of watered down because of the Ironman. When you compare the teams this year with the teams that played last year, the last year teams were more position specific, would have dominated any of the teams playing right now, to be honest with you. But that's a good thing about Ironman. It makes you have to make those adjustments, and that's what you want. You want to watch 42-43. You don't want to watch 49-20. I'll tell you that. Hopefully we can fix that. So it's good for the league.
Well, Coach, I hope that you and your players have a very well-rested bye, and we'll see you back at the Columbus Civic Center.
Absolutely. May 28th. Here we go, Albany Empire. Let's get this thing going.
All right. That was head coach of the Columbus Lions, Coach Jason Gibson. And I am Richard Holder. Stay tuned for next week as we will have another episode of Roar Time. Good night, everybody.